Hey guys, Spirit saying that burden they carry is very, very heavy. Okay. Um, this is why somebody sits in despair and they sit in this energy of like war consistently because they're at war with themselves. Because this is some burdens that they are carrying, and they want you to carry these burdens. Okay, and you're like, I don't even carry those burdens. I don't carry nobody's burdens, right? You're just easy go, and it's something about your peace and your patience, and but you had to work on all of this, right? This is like where your growth comes in. Somebody don't have that, okay? And it's like they want to put all their burdens on your shoulders. Like, no, you can take care of this, and you're like, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm doing that, right? Pink slip action. Tell me about this energy, your spirit. Eight of Pentacles. You're consistently always working, okay? Always. And nothing is ending for you, and somebody's like, how do you keep doing this? It's because whatever you're doing, you're supposed to be. You understood your assignment, okay? And you dominated this shit, and you mastered your craft, okay? So it's something, and you could be working on something else over here, and it's like now you done dominated that, and you done mastered that, right? Y'all know how I always talk about how spirit will have you to work on certain things, but you're doing it in silence. Nobody knows that you're doing this. Well, okay, now you done mastered the craft, right? Time. This means working on watches. Okay? You use your time wisely. Okay? Everybody got the same 24 hours. What you do with yours and what I do with mine is my business. And that's your business, right? Somebody here is so busy with their 24 hours over here, pouring it up, causing illusions, seeking out options, doing this, and then they wonder why things ain't working out. This is like somebody trying to drink their problems away or go get high. And it's like, well, okay, so you went and drank last night. You went and turned up with your people, but you still have this same problem over here. So what you gonna go back and get drunk too? I'm on the right track. Somebody here don't realize it. It's like somebody's upset because you utilize your 24 hours this spirit gives you every single day. Even if you only get two things done. That was important, you got it done, right? You understood your assignment. This is why somebody can't be cruel to you, Queen of Wands, because you always putting that motherfucking work in, the Emperor, in your business. Okay? You're getting a new beginning. Somebody choking. Y'all, he already threw up two hairballs this morning. Okay? And that's what that last message is about. Somebody choking on their words here. Okay? Because your spiritual goons is coming through here and saying, hold up. Because they possibly got somebody by the neck right now up in the corner saying, oh, this what you gonna do. Mm. Because this is what you do, okay? When you find something that you're very creative with and you start putting your energy into that, all the rest of that shit don't matter, collective. I'm gonna tell you something. That's why we always say you go find your creativity. What is it that little girl, that little boy wants to do that's within inside of you? Once you tap into that, it's game over. No distraction gets in your way. No type anything, right? It don't get in your way because you're very passionate about what you do. Now you done mastered your craft over here, and it's like, man, I mastered this shit. I ain't worried about nothing. New levels, new devils. Foundation, standing strong. Opportunities are opportunists is behind you, and opportunities are in front of you. Thank you, because you're woke to this. Somebody cannot go against you. I mean, it's not working. It's like they're running out of breath. They're losing something about communication here. Okay, they should have just left you alone. Now somebody feeling like a failure. All these interferences here, and they lost their power. Now what we gonna do? We gonna run over there and do some magic. You know what I'm saying? Now even the practitioner, the dark high priest, is like, I can't help you. Like, listen now, why you go over there messing around for? Yeah, Archangel Michael is not protecting somebody. Somebody's salty as hell. Okay, because you know this ain't your Ten of Cups. You know somebody's a liar here. Okay, and you're in this Queen of Swords energy, and you're cutting anything that gets in your way, especially since you mastered your craft on something here. Okay, You're not letting somebody Ten of Swords you. Focus on your Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Very interesting. Don't you love how people try to pick you apart and try to do certain things, but really this is a problem they have and not you? Y'all remember how I said like rumors and gossip? I love hearing rumors about myself because I'd be like, damn, for real, sis, bro, I did that. Damn, wow. Chad, I wasn't nowhere around. I was probably in the booth, probably working or with a client or on live teaching. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna clear shit up. Actions speak louder than words. Oh, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because my actions always speak for me, right? I ain't gotta go clear shit up. Somebody overindulges constantly in probably loveless relationships, okay? Fake ass lovers here, and then they end up in jail. They go make another investment, then they have to fight, and you see somebody repeating these cycles, okay? Look his ass up on the bed. See what I'm saying? And it's like, why you're over here worried about me gossiping about me? You need to be worried about who's sitting at your table, okay? And why you keep on going to jail, and why you keep on fighting and arguing, why you keep making bad investments, why you keep ending up with the same lovers. How about you go do a reflection on your life? Because see, I'm head of the table. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I'm always going to be the head of the table because I've always been put in this position where I have to be. Right? And somebody's mad because no matter what's going on, you're always going to be at the head of your table. Okay? And it is what it is. I heard you're always sitting at the head of the table making boss moves and they always getting these silver bracelets and they mad at you and it's like, okay, well, why do you keep getting silver bracelets? Why are you always wearing this orange suit? Why are you always in and out of court? Like, you need to go change. What are you doing with your 24 hours? Because, see, this is what I'm doing with mine. Somebody mad as hell because you keep making the right decisions here, Empress. Okay? And see, you could not have such a good past. This could have been your past at one point in time. Okay? And now you don't live this life no more. And somebody wants to hold this over your head. They're like, oh, well, this used to be you. And you're like, used to be. This is what I used to do with my 24 hours. Fuck around and found out. And now I don't do that anymore. And now somebody wants to constantly... You're like, listen, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. So we're going to go. I don't live at this foundation anymore. This right here has been ripped down. Okay? This ain't me anymore. Right? That's why I love to see my people who persevere and you start elevating and evolving. I don't give a fuck where you come from. I don't give a fuck what you did in the past. You were looking toward your future and you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're taking your 24 hours and doing something positive with them and you understood your assignment because there was a reason why you ended up here in the beginning, okay? Or fighting or overindulging, but you learned the motherfucking lesson. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, cool. You learned the lesson. Now you're moving forward. And somebody here in the background still ain't learned that lesson because this is their life skill. Because they didn't take advantage of the 24 hours like you did. Yeah, you used your intuition, okay? And being that activist, doing, helping folks. Being that therapist, like being there for people. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes it takes life experience for it actually to help somebody, okay? We always talk about that. You want your teacher, your mentor to have some kind of experience. So they can understand the emotions that you're feeling, the pain that you feel, right? Y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. And this is the biggest thing, is somebody will take advice as long as it ain't from you. Because they want to downplay all of your accomplishments. Don't worry about them people. That's why they don't sit at your table. That's why they ain't supposed to sit with you. That's why I was saying in that last message, Empress, don't listen. A motherfucker that sits in your face and then goes behind your back and dogs you and talks about you and says this and says that, let them stay back there, okay? They don't even deserve to be in your presence, period, okay? And 9 times out of 10, it's probably a fucking narcissistic piece of shit that hits on their mama and hits on women and ain't got no fucking respect from the beginning, okay? Or they're confused about their sexuality. Or Emperor, I'm talking to you, okay? Like, there's some shit that's going on here, and it's like, man, people don't deserve to be in your presence. And this is what you're figuring out with this eclipse season. It's pink slip season, man. Give them that pink slip. Because ask yourself, what are they doing? What are they bringing to your table? Chaos, lies, confusion, manipulation. Well, when you understood your assignment, okay, there's the lineman. You knew that you had to cut the grass, okay, and it is what it is. Pay attention. Also, if everything was running real smoothly, somebody was getting pleasure out of coming and sitting at your table causing confusion. Because their wheel of fortune was in reverse. And now they can't come causing illusions. This could be with work. Somebody tried to cause illusions with work. Now you got the chariot here, okay? And somebody here don't understand the living. The tables has turned. Because you understood your assignment. And you stay focused. Okay? But somebody could be like, oh, they're not a good teacher. They don't know what they're talking about. Don't worry about what them people have to say. Okay? You just go be you and go do what you are called to do. Okay? And it looks like that's what you've done, and you mastered your craft, and you just got somebody mad. That's all it is. Somebody's always mad. Because they're heartless. And they can't take a leap of faith because there's a change here. And you're still being successful because that's what you're focused on. You're minding your own damn business and not somebody else's. Yeah. I heard somebody is a lustful drunk, angry and mad, and they need to go and they need to get themselves together. Okay? Yeah, this lustful drunk here. Yeah. Because, see, you don't celebrate like that. Okay? You see, they turning up, baby. Listen, now they ain't got no strength because that's all they done is turn up. And you've been over here spending your 24 hours that Spirit gave you being a productive human being in society and trying to help people. Okay? And somebody don't like that, but it is what it is. You understood your calling, okay? Collective, pay attention. Man, when you understand who you are, the rest. Okay? Let them talk. Because listen, baby, they letting somebody else rest. But it is what it is. You got people that want to come sit at your table to cause lies, manipulation, confusion, all of this stuff, and then walk off like, oh, I didn't do anything. Yeah, they did. They knew what they did. And it is what it is. Let them keep that same energy. Because, see, they're going to go sit at the wrong table and do that. And they're going to wish they didn't. But, see, a lot of them come and sit at your table and they did sit at the wrong one. That's why your goons pulled up on them. But you understood your assignment. Y'all keep going. I love y'all. Peace, love.